Hi friends, it's Velvet. Today I am here with this finished shabby chic junk journal that I wanted to show you. So this is a flip through. The last video I did, I had finished all of the pages, decorating the pages inside, and I just had to do the inside cover. So that is done now, and this is the result. The outside and inside are both, they're two different fabrics sewn on top of a thin packaging, thin like Amazon packaging, but it's not Amazon. It was something different, so it was even thinner. And then I took, I think there's about 5 laces here. I sewed them at the top. And then I found a bunch of things, a doily, some of my handmade paper, some mulberry paper, and a bunch of scraps and things. And I glued that all underneath, and then I used a hot glue gun to glue these down in spots so that they wouldn't just be hanging there. And then I used some silk flowers and glued those down, and I used some of these little pearls. They're flat back pearls, and glued those on with some, scrap thread and stuff. So yeah, so that's that. How I've closed this, which is very, very different for me. I've never done this before. I attached one of these little, I don't know what you call these. It's just a little thing on the front and the back. And then I put this little ribbon through and tied it. And voila. And now you can see the lace that I put on the front and the lace on the back. So let's show you the inside. I used a nice big wide piece of lace here as a pocket, and then just tucked a really, isn't this a gorgeous picture? I can't, is this 11.9 or is it pixie dust? Either way, I will have links to, some of the kits that I used in this in the description. And then just a plain tag that I had sewed around, used a piece of this. And then it's just, it's just plain because the paper, which I downloaded, is just so gorgeous that I couldn't bring myself to mess with them. So yeah, this is some trim that I just got from Temu, I think, and then this is another download, and I'll link that. And then there's lots of places for writing. On most of these that I printed, I did the back as a neutral color so that whoever gets the journal can, really write to their heart's content. On this one, this is a burlap envelope that I just glued here. Used one of the, so this is a digital that I had downloaded, but I printed it on sticker paper, so I made a sticker out of that. And then on this side, okay, there you go. There's a little girl. I know that I overlapped her face, but it's kind of on purpose, so it's kind of a surprise. Oh, look how cute she is. And then I tucked a little tag in there. And then inside is a petition that I had downloaded and printed and just tucked in here. And of course the back can be written on. Okay, it's a very stiff envelope. Okay, there we go. All right, and there's some more of that beautiful paper. The kit comes with 100 sheets of that gorgeous, gorgeous paper. So I don't remember how many I actually printed for this. Maybe 20, 25. And then I just stuck things like that. That's just a round baking piece of paper. This I just kind of sewed on the side. This is something that like stickers come in from Temu. And I just tucked a cute little picture in there. And a couple of, like little, I don't know, die cuts that I made out of some of my stamps. So there's place in the back for that. Sewed a bunch of lace on some of the papers here. You'll see I really like the lace look. Lots more paper to write on. That's just gorgeous, isn't it? This is a cluster that you've seen me do probably before. And then I just put that on and made a pocket out of it and used one of these little things that I made with this stamp. This is just an old book page. And then I love this design for the sewing. I sewed some lace on it just to give it a little bit more character and make it look bigger. More of these pretty, pretty papers and lots of space to write on. And if you were using like a black pen or a fine point black Sharpie, you could absolutely write on those papers too, because the colors are light enough, which I love. Same thing here. You could write on that with a black pen or even a white gel pen. That would be fun. Okay, here is, I just made a little pocket out of some of the paper that I had left over, and then I tucked this little girl in there. Another little pocket I had made, and I tucked this little girl in there. Just put a little, you know, it's not a sticker, it's just something, a scrap that I had, and I used a stamp that I had to make that. Here's just a cluster that I had made. I made a pocket out of. So this is 49 and Market. A lot of my clusters are really. No, that's not. Of course, I'm not going to find one, but whatever. And then another one of the little girl, a little girl. So that is the first signature. And then the second starts out with this pretty doily, which I sewed some blue ribbon on, blue lace. And then this is another one of the clusters that I made it into a pocket and tucked a couple of these in. Excuse me. And by the way, I printed them all on neutral paper so that you can write on the back if you want to. You can even replace them with pictures of your own family or whatever. That's another one of the stickers that I made on some mulberry paper. And then there is a corner tuck that I made. I love this paper that I used, and I can't think for the life of me. It must be a download. I don't remember. And then this tag, very plain tag, using some of this paper that I've been using throughout with the flowers. Just sewed some ribbon on and left it blank to write on. This is just from this is hotel paper. It's from Albany. I think it's from a trip I made many, many, many years ago for work. So that's kind of funny. And then another little, pocket that I made. And I just, in my last video, I put this on just to add a little bit of character there. I didn't want to cover up a lot of that stuff. And then I tucked in a couple more of these women. Isn't this pretty? This is some paper that did not print right. And so I had done a video on what to do with your digitals that you haven't printed right. They're just mistakes, from making tags to pockets and tucks to just cutting off the mistake and turning it into a half page. And it works. This is some of my coffee dyed paper, but it's not coffee. This was from Roses, if I'm not mistaken. Some more of this pretty paper. And then I just glued this stuff on. This is just, a frame I had made and one of those pretty girls. And I put this on to match what I had sewn on over here. Actually, I don't think I did sew that on. Okay. And then some little faux pearls. Lots of writing pages. This is an envelope I made a while ago. Just tucked a little something in there. And then I tucked something there too. And then this is another pocket that I made. This is using some packaging, I think is how I made that. And then this is from a 49 and Market. Oh, that's not good. I'll have to re-glue that. This is from a 49 and Market tag that I had made. It's in one of my previous videos. Actually, I'm going to do this now because I'm afraid I'm going to forget if I don't do it now. Apologies for that. It's supposed to be a flip through, but it's good that we do flip through so that we can see if there's a mistake or a problem. There, I'm just going to put a little clip on here to hold that. All right. Whoops. Only need one page. And then this is just a lot more, you know, writing paper, writing space. And then this is a little cluster that I had done that I turned into a pocket and tucked one of these pretty ladies into. More of the pretty paper, and I had sewn some lace on. Oops, wrong page. I had sewn some lace on there because this is one of those half pages that I had screwed up. And I sewed that on just to make the page a little bit bigger. This one, this of course is a book page, a nature book page that I just glued a little envelope on. In the pocket is an extremely old book page folded up. Excuse me. And then I had gotten these little crochet flowers off of Etsy, so I kind of stacked those on and used those little pearls. And those are the same ones that I used on the cover and some of the previous stuff, just for some consistency. This is just some of my own handmade paper that when I put this in, when I bound the book, I noticed that there was a white line down. I hadn't cut this page properly. So this is a great way to cover up imperfections. You just put something on the edge of it. And this worked out really, really well. I love the texture. I love that it's my own paper that I put in there. And it's just unique. This is just, I think I meant it to be a tag, but I turned it into a tuck. And then I put in this old affidavit and that I had printed, and then I attached the back side to it. So that's just kind of sticking in there. More of that gorgeous, gorgeous paper. On this one, I sewed this pretty lace, and then it had like a border here that's kind of meant to be the place where you sew it, maybe on the edge of a skirt or something. And so I covered that up with just some paper that I had printed, you know, just a plain page on. I just ripped the top and bottom and attached it, and I really like how that turned out. And it looks really nice on this back side too, I think. This is some more handmade paper, but it's not my own handmade paper. It's stuff that I bought. This is a little tuck that I made a little while ago with 49 in Market, and I just tucked this pretty girl in there. And then we are at the back where I really went a little crazy. I was gifted this awesome, awesome envelope. And let me take everything out of here to show you what it actually looks like. So you can see that it's got a tuck. You could tuck something on this side and this side, tuck something there, and then tuck in the back. So that's exactly what I did. I took a very plain, actually I think I'll go this way. Took a very plain tag and stuck it in the back. It's nice, tall, and fat. And then I think I went like this here. And tucked that there. And then I tucked this here. And then this got tucked in here. And for the life of me, I cannot figure out why I cannot get that all the way in. There it goes. Okay. I was just kind of stuck. So you've got 4 tags and room for more stuff. You could tuck, you know, your own pictures, little writings, anything that you want in there. So yeah, like I said, this envelope was gifted to me, but I've made them myself too, and they're really nice. You can make them as small or as big as you want. So, and then I sewed this on the back, and that's it. That's what we have here. So this is the final product. I will, you know, take some pictures, get it on my Etsy, and yeah, hopefully it'll get sold. So thank you so much for tuning in and, you know, hitting like, hitting subscribe, leaving comments. I appreciate all of that, and I appreciate you. Thanks. Bye.